Hey, what's up, guys? This is Church of Caboose. And this week, Shadowkeep / Season of the Undying started its very first Iron Banner. Since some of y'all may not have been in Destiny until recently and may not be aware of much about Iron Banner, here's just a real quick summary of what Iron Banner is. Iron Banner is the best way to get easy and powerful rewards, even if you're not very good at PvP. So don't feel like you gotta be amazing at it, because you will just get lots of rewards. Iron Banner is a test of your light and not just a test of your skill like the Crucible. That means the higher power you are, the more likely you are to stay alive, and the more it's a lot easier to destroy those that are not at your life level. And so if they're significantly lower, you can kill them significantly easier than they can kill you. So anyways, Lord Saladin, he is the guy that's in charge of all this stuff, and he is also one of 2 surviving original Iron Lords, and he is the vendor for Iron Banner. If you want to know more about the story behind Iron Banner and the Iron Lords, I put a link in the description for the Bungie forum post about the lore, and a video link to My Name's Bife video with lore on the Iron Lords. But basically, most of them died, and this is kind of like the way Iron Banner is, like the way we remember them, kind of a thing. It's more or less what it is in like a really large nutshell. But check out the link in the video if you want to get into the nitty-gritty and know more than just the very bare minimum. But anyways, Lord Saladin has weekly bounties that give powerful rewards and lots of loot drops as rewards after each match. So when you finish a Crystal match, you tend to get a lot of loot. And the loot is the main reason why I would suggest you really go after Iron Banner. And then we're going to talk about how to get some of that loot from the quest as fast as possible. So anyways, Iron Banner counts towards your Valor rank, as well as giving you these little tokens you can turn into Lord Saladin in order to get your little like rank up packages, kind of a deal. So if you're trying to farm for that sweet roll of a Gnora's Axe or any kind of Iron Banner thing, you want to make sure you're turning in those tokens to Lord Saladin, and you also want to get a ton of rewards just for having your Valor rank increase. Because with Iron Banner comes an increased ranking up, like basically double XP. 4 Valor ranks, and so when you turn in those Crucible bounties and those Iron Banner bounties, you get tons of XP, and every time you get a full rank up, so from like Guardian 1, for example, to like Heroic, would give you a huge, powerful reward, and sometimes, depending upon RNG, you might get a drop for something that's a little lower in your account, so you just get tons and tons and tons of rewards. So make sure you're doing Iron Banner. So this event also only tends to come for a week every month or so. So it's only around 1 week at a time. And so if you don't take advantage of this event this week, middle of October, you might be stuck at a very slow grind of getting your power up, because you don't have that many powerful rewards you can get every single week that actually give you significant power-ups. And Iron Banner, I went from about 944, 945 on Tuesday when Iron Banner first came out, to now having 2 characters that are 955 or higher, and I'm pretty sure they're going to all be at 960 by the end of this week, as long as I'm able to play my cards right, which is basically do the bounties each day for each character and do the Scourge of the Path, or whatever, the quest line thing that's available. So today we are looking at the Iron Banner quest and how we can finish them as fast as possible, because there's so many rewards and so many awesome stuff you can get that it would take forever unless you try and keep some of these tips in mind. Because while it's great to get so many rewards, it's harder to get all of the rewards if it takes you a long time to finish each step. So there's some armor that is really, really awesome looking. Like, I love how the Iron Banner armor looks. And the quests are not that hard to finish, and so it is very doable to do the quests on multiple characters if you have more than one. And if you follow my advice, you can get things done faster on purpose. Iron Banner is also a great way to power up, don't forget that. So getting steps done quickly will raise your power faster. And you will see as you talk about the steps, you sometimes get 2 powerful rewards with 1 step. And then also, if you want to get the ornaments, aka the way the armor and how it looks from the photos that Bungie has been sharing promoting Iron Banner, you must complete the quest and reach rank 30. The rank refers to how many engrams you have collected by turning in Iron Banner tokens. And in case you're wondering how you can track that, there is a triumph for turning in 15, enough tokens to get 15 of those rewards, and so it should keep tallying up the more you turn in. A lot of the triumphs tend to track even past the minimum requirement for that triumph, and so I would consider looking at that once you've gotten past 15. But anyways, if you want to take a look at the armor, and just find the Bungie promo, like go on their Twitch, their Twitter or something, and you will see it. I love the look of it, but if you want the look, make sure you are playing a lot, because it's going to take quite a bit to rank up unless you happen to be a more seasoned player, like you've been around for a while, and you saved your tokens like I did because I'm weird and I have almost 2,000 of them, so I might have not as hard of a time. If you don't have 2,000, which I'm guessing most people probably don't, then you gotta play quite a bit in order to get enough of those tokens turned in to get the armor this week. Because I'm gonna try and get it this week. But you do have all season. You do have all 3 months to get this particular quest, as well as the ornaments done. So if you don't get done this week, don't stress. These are just tips to try and help. So let's look real quick at these quest steps. First, you gotta go to Lord Saladin. If you spawn on the tower, you gotta go up some stairs that are by Banshee and the Cryptarch, and then you will find Lord Saladin up there. You're gonna pick up the Scour the Rust quest, and when you get this quest, you just have to defeat 30 Guardians, capture 10 zones, get 3 final blows with the super, then you get a powerful reward of gauntlets and Claws of the Wolf pulse rifle. And this is a really nifty thing, because if you notice, we're going to talk about the next step, and this pulse rifle helps you out on the next step. Then, once you have the whole that first step, Scour the Past, then you have to get 6 matches completed, 20 zones captured, and 25 final blows with the pulse rifle. And ta-da! They gave you a pulse rifle from the last step. So if you don't have a good one, or one that's high powered, you're in luck, because you got a powerful reward of a pulse rifle. And you can use it to infuse to one you like more, or just use the one they give you. Then, once you complete the whole pulse rifle blows, zones, and matches completed, you get boots and the fusion rifle Wizened Rebuke. And then guess what? The next step, you have to defeat 20 Guardians with fusion rifle final blows, defeat 100 opponents, and capture 30 zones. But wait! The opponents defeated and the zones captured, if you're really trying very hard to capture as many zones as possible, you can have those zones done by the time you get to this step. And then you can also have opponents defeated done. So, like, you're all set. See, guys, how they're like giving you the weapon for the next step? And surprise, the reward for this one is a helmet and the SMG. So guess what the next step is? It's SMG final blows, zones captured, and opponents defeated. But guess what? You probably got the zones captured done, as well as the opponents defeated, as long as you're trying really hard to get those kills. And so, like, you're gonna save yourselves tons and tons and tons of time if you're really worrying about being good about capturing zones, because for some reason I've been noticing once you get those 30 zones captured, you don't have to do it for the quest again. So you can save yourself time worrying about the zones if you get them all during that first step. And then you just gotta focus on kills, and like that's it. And then kills with that specific weapon. And if you don't have a fusion rifle, an SMG, or a pulse rifle, they give you one as a reward from the previous step, leading up to the step where you need it. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, finally, once you've gotten the SMG final blows, the zones captured, and the opponents defeated, you get a reward of chest armor. Then you have the quest step, the Conviction, and the reward is a class item, and all you have to do is capture 50 zones, which you most definitely should have been done if you're taking my advice. Matches completed at 15, which I almost guarantee you will have done. And then it's supposed to be super final blows, but this is kind of bugged. So for the first 2 days of Iron Banner, it was bugged, and it required SMG kills instead of super final blows. But because of the confusion, Bungie put on Twitter and it set up the final step of Iron Banner to auto-complete. So since we're past 2 days, we will find out if you actually need to get 10 super final blows or not. But if you do, just use whatever super you're comfortable with. If you're Titan, why not? I suppose just do Juggernaut. And if you're like me and Warlock, you're going to probably go with Nova Bomb. Hunters tend to love Blade Barrage. Those are kind of like the guarantee kill supers. And then finally, once that's done, you've gotten your class item, you just return to Saladin, you get reward, you get the step for, you return to Saladin for the step Forge Born, which and the reward is unknown. but it finishes up all your armor. So you get all your armor pieces while you're doing this. And then once you have the step done, you can the whole quest done, you can turn in those tokens. So you cannot turn in the tokens until you have that whole quest done. So now finally, let's take some last little leaving bits. Each step can be completed to some degree ahead of time, other than the weapon kills. The first 2 days you could do the weapon kills ahead of time, but as I found out today, on Thursday as I'm recording this, that's no longer the case. So when you're doing your first step with the supers and all that kinds of stuff, really just pay attention to trying to capture all the zones and just defeating people, which is assists. You don't have to get final blows for Guardians defeated, which might save you a bit of frustration. See guys, this is why it's not that hard to power up an Iron Banner if you're underpowered and you're trying to level up, because you don't necessarily have to get tons and tons of final blows. Just lots of assists. So it's not that big of a deal. That's not super duper hard. And so here we go. What is also nice about this whole quest system is that a reward includes a random rolled weapon for the step that you're going to be on. So if you don't have a fusion rifle, SMG, or a pulse rifle, then you want to use, the steps will give you like their Iron Banner version of that weapon, and hopefully you get a good roll, but they are random, so you never know. And then as of 10/16, the Pinnacle weapons, so October 16th, the Pinnacle weekly bounties are bugged, and you can pick up to 4 a day. So if you pick up 4 today as you're listening to this, I'm recording this Thursday, so if I get all 4 done today by the daily reset on the 18th, that means on the 18th I could pick up another 4. So as long as they haven't fixed it yet, which I don't think they have because they'll pick up more bounties, you can get like 4 Pinnacle rewards a day. Like no joke. So don't waste this. You should be able to hit 960 pretty easily this week, even if you only have 1 character, just because you can get 4 Pinnacles a day. In sum, the quest steps are not very grindy, nothing like Heavy as Death with 2,500 kills, while under a buff that reduced your power by 100. That was that was really tough to get. So even if you don't care how the armor looks, you will level up, so it's totally worth participating in Iron Banner. The game also rewards you with powerful weapons, so some steps give you 2 powerful rewards, which speeds up your powering up even faster. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helps you to complete the Iron Banner quest steps faster and gives you a bit of insight into why Iron Banner is important, especially early in new content. This is the way you get super duper high for raids if you haven't tried it, and part of that's because of your power. This is how you just basically make it where you can worry about having fun instead of being like, what's the next powerful reward? I mean, that is fun for some people, but I happen to prefer liking to play what I feel like playing instead of being like, oh my gosh, another round of 5 Crucible matches or 3 Gambit matches because I need the powerful reward. So if you do this Iron Banner, you can eliminate almost all of that other than the Pinnacle reward activities like the 100k Nightfall, that kind of thing in the raid. Also, if you would like to read the article that I verified all the steps and rewards from, that is also, as well as the bugs, please see the link in the description below. Side note, real quick, I just beat the raid and earned Divinity, so if you like my channel and you would like a guide, to maybe a guide on the raid, because maybe you haven't found something that's as helpful as you would like to have, or you just want a different opinion, I will be working on getting a detailed guide out for each encounter over the next week or so and do my best to get everything with that covered. I love covering raids, and since I finally got that first clear, I'm like, alright, I can actually start putting together these videos, because who wants to watch a video about how to do the raid from a dude who is not beating the raid, you know what I mean? So stay tuned to my channel if you would like to get some guides. I am Church of Caboose, and happy grinding, y'all.